121 students. Today we're going to start exploring our first topic in this course, which is going to be sets. Now, a set is just a collection of objects. We might have a set of tools, or perhaps a tea set, or a set of dishes. These are all sets. So the first thing that would be helpful to have would be some objects. So I'm going to take a second right now, because it's beautiful, and I'm going to go out into my yard and I'm going to go grab 10 things and bring them back, and we'll start to talk about sets. Okay, it's time to check out what I found. A nest, a circular rock, Queen Anne's lace flower, marigold flower, pine cone, birch leaf, maple leaf, bolt, stick, and seed packet. Taken together, I can call these objects a set. It is a set that contains 10 objects I found outside. We call each of the objects of a set an element. So this is a set with 10 elements. To write out a set, we put curly set brackets around the names of each of the elements. And rather than write out the whole name, the set of objects found in my yard, we usually represent a set with a capital letter. We use sort of this rounded E symbol to indicate when something is an element of a set. For example, pine cone is an element of the set Y. We put a slash through the symbol to indicate when something is not an element of a set. For instance, ice cream is not part of the set Y because I did not find ice cream in my yard. Sadness. Sets give us a way to organize things, so I might want to take a group of these objects that I feel are related. I'm going to take the two flowers and the flower seed packet. By themselves, these objects also form a set, a smaller set. I could name it something like flower, or capital F. We call this new smaller set that is contained in the larger set a proper subset. Proper subsets are always smaller than the original set. The symbol for a proper subset is a sideways U, and this is how we would write the set F is a proper subset of Y, meaning F is contained within set Y. We can also just refer to something as a subset without the word proper in front of it. Set A is a subset of set B if all the elements of A also belong to B. The subset symbol adds a part of an equal sign underneath the proper subset symbol. It is correct to say that F is a subset of Y because all of the elements of F, the two kinds of flowers in the seed packet, do belong to set Y as well. This set of 4 elements is a subset of Y because all of these elements were part of set Y as well. We could also call it a proper subset because it's smaller than the original set. This is where things get tricky. Take a look at this set. It's our original 10-element set, correct? Could this 10-element set be described as a subset of itself? Is Y a subset of Y? And what about, is Y a proper subset of Y? In order for Y to be a subset of itself, everything that's in Y must belong to Y. And of course that is true. So the first answer is yes. And that's why there's that equal to line under the symbol, because to be a subset, you can be equal to the original set. Is Y a proper subset of Y? The answer to that question is no, because proper subsets have to be smaller than the original set and contain members of the original set. I have a question for you based on this 3-element set of flower, rock, flower. How many possible subsets can you make from this set? A subset contains some or all of the elements of the original set. This is a 3-element set, so the first possible subset would be the one that uses all 3 elements: white flower, rock, marigold flower. Now, how many different 2-element subsets are there? Well, we could have white flower, rock, rock marigold, or white flower, marigold flower. That's all the possible ways that you can make a set out of 2 objects from this original set. Now, how many 1-element subsets are there? There's just marigold, just a rock, and just a white flower. I take away my last 1-element subset and wait. I'm left with nothing. Well, as it turns out, a zero-element set is a subset of the original set. You can have a set that contains nothing. There are two notations we use for the empty set. One is the pair of set brackets with nothing inside of them, and the other one looks like a zero with a slash through it. So the answer to my question of how many subsets can you make from a 3-element set is 8. Now we're back to our 10-element set, and you'll notice that I drew a box around it, a rectangle around it. The rectangle is to define the universe that these objects exist in. By putting the box around them, I'm saying everything that's in this box is the only thing that I consider to exist. I don't worry about all the other leaves on the trees and the rocks I didn't pick up. These 10 items are my entire universe. We call this set the universal set, and we represent it with a capital U. In the next video, we'll see why knowing what the universe consists of is important. I mean, it's just a good rule for life. You should know what universe you're in. Ha.